Jeez. Alright, so, 6 hours ago, I was bombarded by an individual by the name of boscolo3rd. Okay. Now, 5 days ago, I started a conversation with the Austin Solomon, who had posted a video of him and his friends enjoying the 2011 Jehovah's Witness District Convention. And, just started a conversation about different things that he liked and, sort of my observations and one thing that bothered me. But, this was a conversation between me and him, and he said, hey, look, I see you're an apostate, so please don't ask me questions I can't answer. I'm just a kid, da-da-da-da-da. And I left it at there. I'm not going to pressure him into believing something that he's not ready for, or something that, he wouldn't be comfortable with, because that's just not what I'm about. That's not my approach to things. And so I said, hey, that's fine. I have a bunch of scriptures that I would like to share with you. If you're interested, then send me a message. And he hasn't sent me a message, so he's not interested. I'm not really all that worried about it. But this happened 5 days ago, okay? And then here we have this boscolo3rd all at once spam several comments in this exchange between me and the Austin Solomon. And he starts out saying this. He says, how great, and you chose a character created by Alan Moore, an occultist, to portray your new illuminated mind, even though you still agree with many things we have to say. Of course, by the character, he's referring to my profile picture of V from V for Vendetta. Excellent comic, terrible movie, so there's my recommendation there as far as literature is concerned. Then he says, what kind of things? That we shouldn't kill, mistreat people, or steal? Kid, I like how he calls me kid. You're 18 years old, and you just realized how abnormal your life was because you were a JW. I mean, look at you. Fresh mind, fresh body, and you're here. You've got lot to fornicate with evolutionist girls out there. Quit this, please. And then he continues saying, you remind me of a person. What's his name again? Damon? Devon? No, Devil. Yes, that's right. Wasn't he who very serpently came to Eve and asked, is it really so that God said? The way you approached the video author, the step-by-step of your conversation was classic Satan, man. And this new allegation of you apostates, oh, we don't want to pull anyone out of the organization. We're truth seekers. Seriously, I saw that snake around the branch like a painting. It was like a you can live forever in paradise on earth page went 3D in my mind, man. Let me give you a piece of advice, my ex-friend. I'm not really sure why he calls me ex-friend there, because we were never friends in the first place, and in fact, I've never gotten any comments from him before, which is interesting. He says, don't waste your time. For your own sake, I mean. You got so much to learn now. Evolution, idolatry, astral projection, so many philosophers, so many concepts that have been existing for so long and did nothing but sink humanity even deeper in its great condition. So go ahead and don't waste your time here, and don't bother answering. I'm blocking you. And then, here we have this perfect example of a very closed-minded individual. I've never talked with him. He calls me Satan, and then he insinuates that now, just because I'm leaving the organization, all of a sudden I'm going to pursue things like evolution, idolatry, and astral projection. So he pulled those subjects out of a hat. Where? I don't know, considering I've never made any of my videos about those. And then he blocks me, which is just classic. I'm really at a loss for words here. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are searching for some sort of overreaching point in this video, there is none. This is just me ranting at this point. So then he blocks me, and we've never talked before. Which, this is just a great example of why, at least on a mental level, I've left the Jehovah's Witness organization, because this is what it does to people. And I'm sure boscolo3rd is a very nice person, but he's brainwashed. I don't know how else to put it. Look at this. And, oh, by the way, I will be providing a link to the video. Of course, I would welcome you all to comment on boscolo3rd, but please don't bother the Austin Solomon, because, he's not ready yet, and I wouldn't want to encourage anybody to, spam somebody who that might damage. At any rate, then this boscolo3rd individual addresses the Austin Solomon. He says, "My dear Austin, that's the price you pay for posting a video without blocking the comments. What did you expect? Sorry for being frank this way, all the way from Brazil, by the way, but now you're exposed to him and to everyone. Unnecessarily, should I say, and this excuse of being a kid and not being able to answer him, that's just not true. Yes, you can, and you should, but not to him. My counsel is quit this video and send it to friends only." Okay, so, I would invite boscolo3rd, if he ever decides to watch my videos, to comment as much as he wants on any of my posts, because, as all of you have noticed, I do not need to approve comments. You are welcome to post whatever you want. This is an interchange of ideas, and who am I to block what you have to say? But this is precisely what he is encouraging here, which is what the Watchtower encourages, which is a trying to find the words. A cutting off of information, a censoring, there we go, a censoring of any information, so you're only exposed to one idea constantly, and then it forms this bizarre closed-mindedness. And the Austin Solomon, if you ever do watch this video, I apologize greatly for sending people your way if they do say anything to you, but this is just too good to pass up. I'm sorry. This is a perfect example of Jehovah's Witness mindset once you're totally brainwashed. And if I have anything to add, I really don't have anything to add. I would encourage you to read the comments and then just re-cement, if you're doubting or if you're wondering, re-cement, this is what the organization does to people. It encourages a lack of thought and just a vitriolic rhetoric to sling at people who don't agree with you. And that, to me, is odious. Remember, life is a state of mind.